tip for your business. And today we're dealing with something that is critical in business. Why do people do what they do, including you? Why do we make the decisions, take the actions and so forth that we do on our journey of life? We're going to pull it apart today and give you some tips and ideas on understanding not only others but yourself, so that you can do stuff differently, but also how you may be able to influence others, particularly within your team or your customers, to help them get different results. Now, let's get into it. I'm going to start with a fundamental formula, something that we call our formula life for success. And it basically states that B times do equals have. So what's that mean? Let's break it down. We all want to have certain things in life, whether that's money or time or possessions or partners or health or whatever it is. There's all things that we want to have. But the have is on the end of the formula. That stuff needs to happen before you do the have to get the result. B times do. To get things, you need to do certain actions. Now, in today's modern age, the what to do to get certain results is ridiculously simple. You Google it. There's no more mystery. It's all out there on the internet, what you need to do. However, the big chunk of this is, will you be the person who has the courage, the intestinal fortitude, or the ability to do what you need to do once you've researched it or whatever, to have what you want to have? So what I want to do now is delve into each of those three areas and how they connect in our action taking and decision making process. So I'm going to use an iceberg. Now, an iceberg is a really interesting representation of human beings. How so? Because most of a human being, in terms of the way they think and so forth, is below the surface. We can't actually see what's going on in their head. What we do see as a result are their actions, their decisions, and their behavior. So all the stuff that is above the water or sticks out of the water, as in the case of an iceberg. So let's go down into the iceberg and understand a few things. First of all, someone's skill set, what they believe that they can do confidently as a skill, is going to determine their actions and decisions and behavior. If, for example, you are good at fixing things, then you've got the skills to hammer and nail and screw, which, by the way, I'm hopeless at, so I'm not really good at getting those kind of results. I don't think that I'm a fix-it man, so I'm not going to do those sorts of things. I'm probably going to pay someone to do it. So skills are the first thing. Your beliefs, what you hold to be true. Whether it's a fact or not, probably not. Beliefs are generally fairly fluffy and a little bit loose in some instances. Religion's a classic example for this. We have so many different religions, all have different beliefs, even though we're on the same planet and sort of governed by most of the same rules. So your beliefs are what you hold to be true. Next point is values. Now, your values, you've probably heard of the expression someone's core values. They're their internal drivers. Their hierarchy of values is what determines how you decide what you're going to do. So they're really important. If you're one of my coaching clients, then we go through values a fair bit because it's really important in business. And finally, your identity. What you say to yourself when you're by yourself and what you think to yourself in that instance. That is about what your identity is. You'll say things like, I am a business coach, or I am a father. I am always sets up what your identity is. I wouldn't say I am a doctor, because I'm not, and it's not in alignment with my identity. So that's the bit that we don't see going on in people's heads, what that part of their decision-making, action-taking, behaviour develops. The iceberg floats in an environment. So if you've in an environment, maybe you're in currently a bit of a negative environment with people who are, maybe complaining about things and so forth. As you've grown up in that environment, if it's been there all the time, it will shape your iceberg. However, you can change your environment pretty much any time you like, which will have an effect on these things here.